So today we're going to talk about my experiment. So how we're going to detect sound from an aluminum bar is we put two sensors, sensor A and sensor B, at least a meter apart. Once we make the sound, it's going to detect the sound, goes all the way to point 2, and that's when it stops, and we're going to see how fast that went. So how we set this up in my experiments of sound is that this sensor is connected to a green wire to the left side of the monitor. And then sensor 2 is technically the opposite. It's red, and it goes to the right side of the monitor. So how we're going to do this is that sensor 1 is going to be tracked on the left track, this red line right here. Sensor 2 is going to be on the right track, which is going to be this line right here. So we're amplifying this. So we're using professional software right here. So what you need to do for this, you have to get about right there, a little bit more, and right where it starts beginning. And then this is the right one, since it's the first sensor. And then a little more. Maybe a little more. That's good. And then, so add that. You do the same thing to the other side, but this time, do left. Because it's the left sensor. Then, maybe a tiny bit. That's good, that's good. So, hello again. I'm trying to mark is exactly where the meter is, which I just did with this awesome tool right here. So that's what I just did. I just marked it. There. So I'm trying to attach sensors to the wood. It has a sticky side already. And that's how you attach the sensor there. So this is sensor 1 and sensor 2. I attach them on the wood. They're exactly a meter apart. You can test that eventually. And this is technically the same way how we did it before, and we're going to do the same table like that in Excel, and that's how we did it. So, this is where it hits sensor 1, right about there. And as you see, it keeps on going on. But it hit sensor 2 a little bit later. And it hit like right there. So you see there's a difference here. So yeah. So this one's a little bit different. We're using these microphones. They're still the same meter apart, but we're using this, like at least right here, and it's the same, but except that this one's purple, this one's green, and purple is right, green's left, and the left goes to number 1, this goes to number 2, this is sensor 2, this is sensor 1, and it's technically the same, but we're just using different sensors. So this is the water experiment, how we test water. It's actually just a giant tube full of water. And why we have these little ends right here, is that so we can put hydrophones, which is just microphones that can go underwater, in here so they can hear the water and see how fast it is. And this is sensor 2. This is sensor 1. And how we use the sound is we got a little brass hammer, and we put washer, and we taped it on this drum looking thing, and then we hit it, and then we did it 12 times, and then that's how the experiment works. So why I'm interested in this project is because I'm a drummer, and I've never really done anything about sound before. I don't know that much. And when I was playing drums, I'm just like, wait, why don't I just do a science fair project about this? And so I told my dad, and then he started getting work to it. And then we started setting up our tables. And then we did our experiment and got our results. And that's why I'm interested.